Yeah, I just thought to do this quick video. Just finished a recording for my choir. So you see, you will see me wear this uniform from Sounds of New Wine. So check us out. Yeah, we just released a single, so we had to all do like a recording from home. So when my makeup was still popping, I just thought I should do like a quick video. I have never done this before actually, like do a video of myself or actually talking about God or what YouTubers do. Yeah, I've seen my daughter do it all the time, but I have never really done anything like this. But I just thought it was needful to talk about this, about my experience. So in June, around May, or let's let this up from the beginning of the year. So the beginning of this year, God actually did say to me that He was my word, like my theme for this year was self-discipline. And yeah, so I was wondering like, what area of my life am I not really very well disciplined in terms of my walk with God? And so I didn't like really think too much about it, but I knew that was the word that God gave me for this year. So around May, towards the mid or end of May, I had this really strong nudging in my spirit, like I need to spend time with God, like prepare to spend time with God. And it wasn't like my normal just take a day, spend time with God. Like I felt like God was telling me take a whole month of June to spend time with Him. At that point, I didn't really calculate that June was obviously the middle of the year, and July starts off like a new page for the year. So I didn't think like, okay, I'll have to do this time because this time and that time. I really didn't think deep into it. I just went ahead and I just obeyed basically. It was really hard because God told me to get off of my social media. So my Facebook account, I had to delete the app. I didn't delete the account, but I had to delete the app. I had to also delete my Instagram app. And God said to me to build this new habit. I would have to start off a new habit. So I went on my Bible app. I had to select off different plans. So different Bible plans. I used to in the past, but I was more intentional. So each time I got really tempted to want to go on social media, I would go to my Bible app instead and read. And then I had to sign up for Audible. So to listen to books, because I prefer to listen to books more than reading books, and not knowing that God was already setting me up for what He was planning for me, you know, in regards to the spiritual gifts and everything. So I really desired and really wanted, you know, to do certain things this year, but not knowing how they were gonna go, you know. But somehow I knew, like, I felt like in my heart, like if I spend quality time with God, He would show me how to go about these things that I had in mind. You know, some things seemed very distant, some things seemed things that would happen like later on in my life, you know, because of the financial aspect of it. So I thought I would have a lot of money to set up a business that God had laid in my heart to do, you know, things like that. So but I just obeyed, not knowing how it was going to happen. I just obeyed God and said, you know what, this is what you're asking me to do. It was hard to give up my WhatsApp because obviously I was like my family, you know, and my cousin, I was now like talking to her more. She lives in America, regarding the business I was about to start. So I knew I needed focus. And if God was telling me take this time out and spend with me, that means He wants to show me something that I probably would not know if I do on my own. So I obeyed and I did. Yeah, initially it was really hard because I was fasting as well, 6 to 6. In the month of June, during this fast, there were like 3 occasions where I broke before the time, but all through it was 6 to 6, sometimes even 6 to about 8 o'clock, you know. And in that time, I could sense the tangible presence of God like never before. I could literally, it was so, the presence of God was so real to me that even the person that was living with me, or someone that stayed, that, you know, that was physically with me. So I felt like God was actually, you know, making me realize that when I cut off from distractions, you know, it's very easy to fine tune to His faculty, to His realm, you know, the realm where He lives. So I felt like God was actually telling me that the distractions of this world are really like the things that actually choke His children from focusing on Him. So that one of the things I learned was, if you ever feel like you feel burnt out, and you feel like there's an area of your life where you need God to like shed the light on, just cut off from all the distractions. And for me, one of the major distractions was social media, because I'm always there every day. And to be honest, it's not like I have rubbish things on my page, on my, that I follow. I follow things that define me. I follow godly messages. But as much as you listen to preachers preach, you still need your time with God. I mean, I do my devotions, but I feel like God needed more of, like when you want your child to spend quality time. That's the word, quality time, not just like that breathe in, breathe out, or my prayer time 1 hour or 30 minutes, or my way to work. No, this was like, I was intentional now, and it was almost as if he was already waiting for me to come. It was like his arms were already open wide, waiting for me to come so he could just receive me. So like, I felt like he was actually telling me, I've been waiting for you all this time to come and enjoy, to come and taste of this goodness, So it was a swell time. I remember even almost towards the end, I was beginning to have this, I don't know if it was a good kind of fear, but this kind of overwhelming, like, oh gosh, I'm going to go back to my normal routine now. I don't want to miss this. I don't want to lose this sensitivity to the things of the spirit, to the spiritual realm. I mean, the kind of dreams I had were very prophetic in this time. Not everything I can share, because some of them are very personal. I got a lot of messages as to what to do concerning new business I started, how to go about it. I a lot of testimonies, a whole lot. There was one particular one that God did say to me not to share certain things. So I knew at that point that not everything I was allowed to share. Maybe as time goes on, God would allow me share certain things so people can learn. But at this time, all I would just say is, God needs our attention more than anything. One of the things I learned, I'll share, is that I never knew that God actually sings over us, his children. I knew the part of us singing to him, worshiping him and things like that, but I never knew that he actually sings back to us. He enjoys our company so much so that he sings. So I'll give an example. So this day, shout out to Anna Wena, my new mentor. I signed up with her mentorship class. God actually told me that she was going to coach me, because I saw in a vision where she was actually coaching me. So in this my time, one of the books I read that really helped me was her book. It was so powerful, and I had to listen to 2 of her books actually, and it just finished just like that, because she actually shares. I felt like that point of my life, that scene of my life was, I needed somebody like that to speak into me about the experience with God, because mind you, I was trying to do like an intimate relationship, like trying to cultivate my intimate relationship with God to make it even stronger. And I realized that God told me, the first of the first, he told me there is more, that what he wants me to experience is an overflow of his presence. An overflow that flows into other people. An overflow that it's not just only me that enjoys of this goodness, but people who are connected to me would also enjoy and benefit from that. And funny enough, I had people who I feel like they also got influenced by this goodness, even if they didn't really go ahead to do it, but they could actually understand where I was coming from. They could spiritually get it, if that makes sense. So it was such a swell time. I would encourage everybody, take time, even if it's 1 week, even if it's 3 days, just fast those 3 days. Get off of everything that could distract you. If you have to put your phone on no disturb. At some point, even my new business, I wanted to post so many things. I was creating designs and making t-shirts and wanting to put them out there so people can see. But I feel like God was telling me, I'm the one that will make you prosper. If you just obey me, I will prosper your business. Because it's obedience first before sacrifice. It's obedience first before doing what God has told you to do. Obviously, the business, he was the one that allowed me to do. He gave me the vision to do the business. But at that point in time, he needed my attention. So he could pump into me the ideas that he wanted me to carry out in that ministry or business that he wanted me to do. So the first thing first, obey God, then ministry. You can't do, I'm doing the work of God, and then I'm not obeying God by spending quality time with him. So first thing first, my time with him before ministry, because people do like the ministry and before time with God. No, it should be the other way. My time with God first, my family, and then ministry. That's how it should be. But yeah, I hope this encourages you. If you've been thinking of how would I go about it, how would I start off this time with God, this intimacy, how do you do it? It's boring. I'll just ask you, it's very easy. Just ask the Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, how do I go about it? That's how easy. A lot of things that God taught me, you know, it's about asking, coming before him, and he's so easy to talk to. He's so easy, he's so dependable, faithful, like ever present to listen to anything. Even if some things that you say to some people doesn't make sense, even to yourself. The time we say something to ourselves and we're like, this doesn't even make sense to me. But God is actually saying, all the things that you think doesn't make sense, it makes sense to me because I made you, I understand you. Even if you're babbling to talk or you don't have the right words, just say as it is, and he will listen to you, you know, and help you. That's why the Holy Spirit is there. Imagine just being there and not asking him for help, and he's just there. You're standby, constantly waiting for you to give him a signal or to say something so he can carry it out for you, because he knows that this world already is overwhelming and you can't carry it on your own. You need him. You can't do anything without him, you know. So so I hope this encourages you. I hope this blesses you, and my prayer is that you would experience God on a deeper level, to the point where it overflows and flows to other people. So you're not only, you know, as a beneficiary of this goodness of God, you're not the only one who enjoys it, but lives around you will be transformed, lives around you will be touched as a result of this goodness. God bless you. I love you guys. Yeah.